So people may have been following my story. Still haven't confirmed lead poisoning, but the doctor at Pro Healthcare, the fifth hospital that I begged to help me, but this one actually listened. This morning, after a week-long bout of intermittent paralysis, my nerve pain in my right arm cleared up enough for me to be able to communicate the excruciating pain feeling, and we have now confirmed a blood clot in my right arm, and which makes sense. Is why my D dimer was so high when Dean SSM Health saw me on Friday, and then discharged my limp body against my will. I begged them. Anyway, not the point. Still haven't confirmed the lead poisoning. Totally fine. It takes a week to get through, as long at least Pro Healthcare is helping me. And since being here, I've been able to walk a little bit on my own again, gained a little bit of strength, but for the most part, I've been laying in bed agonizing over my pain in my right arm. But I have answers, at least partially. We don't know yet if it's causing the paralysis, but it is a potential explanation. More to come. I'm hopeful that I'm going to survive this now. I was really touch and go for a week. I didn't know what was going on, and nobody was listening to me except for Pro Healthcare. But again, I just reiterate that if I hadn't known to advocate for myself, even if it isn't lead poisoning, if I hadn't had the willpower to advocate for myself, after I was discounted and written off as a hysterical female by Mayo Clinic, Dean SSM Health, UW Health, and Unity Point Health Meritor, I would not be alive. But I'm going to get treatment for this, and then I get to go to a rehab center and learn how to walk again. And hopefully my atrophy in my right arm gets better, and the atrophy in my legs is not, I'm not fully atrophied in my legs yet, but my right arm is full atrophied. I'm just glad that somebody's listening and doing something, because I was really scared. Like, I hope nobody ever has to go through that again. And when I get better, you better believe I'm going to make sure that these hospitals understand that they can't treat people like this. I'm going to get into the local government. This is pivotal for my life. I already talked to admissions at a college that I'm blanking on the name right now. Sorry, thinking is hurting. But I'm going to get my doctorate in integrative science with a specialization in holistic nutrition, and then open my own clinic and hopefully figure out a way to create a grant program for people who can't afford to pay out of pocket for holistic care, because the medical system is flawed so badly. And until I can change the system through advocacy and partnering with the correct people, people are going to have to go to pay out of pocket for their care at holistic places. And so hopefully I can create a grant program, either through lobbying and, getting people involved and understanding that this is not okay, or through potential, settlements with the hospitals. Either way, I want to make sure that nobody else goes through this, because if I hadn't willpowered my way through it, I fully believe I would have died. Whether or not that's actually the case is irrelevant in this, because I did live. I believed I was going to die, and I almost let it, because Dean SSM broke me. Sorry, I'm going to start crying soon, and I don't want to. I want to make sure that this is a logical explanation as to I have some answers, and I just want to make sure that I appreciate everybody who has reached out to me and told me their horror stories with the medical system, and then just everybody who's been so supportive. Shout out to my partner, my sister, my soul sister, my basically father-in-law, just for helping me and listening and being there to support me and keeping my spirits up while I've been trying to survive this. I'm going to have to update more once I actually get the lead poisoning test back. But for now, we have some answers and we will be moving forward. I'm very relieved. It's been 2 weeks almost since my surgery, and I'm finally getting help. But the funniest thing is that I called Mayo Clinic on Sunday night, the day that I got home from being discharged, worried about a blood clot. But I was young, so not to be worried about. They're like, you're 32, you're fine. More to come.